you have a second quarter, you don't give up any points. Has that ever happened in any part of your career? And what do you think worked for you guys on the defensive end during that second quarter?
Yeah, I don't know if that's ever happened while I've been here. I don't know. I probably don't remember. But, I mean, I'm just really proud of our team. I think defensively, that's something that we've really echoed throughout the season, is that we want to make sure that, you know, defense is just something that we really, you know, just lock in on. And I thought today we did a really good job of that. And I just think it just sets the tone for these next up-and-coming games that we have. You know, we always talk about, like, defense is the mentality. And I think, like, the guards specifically today, they did a really good job of just, like, communicating through all those screens and just, you know, stopping those downhill drives. So just really proud of, you know, how we locked in today.
Lena, how you doing? You're a freshman, D1 basketball school, just off of a Final Four run. How do you feel you're fitting in this early in the season? Obviously, it's showing on these stat sheet, but how do you feel that you're meshing with the team?
It definitely takes some time, but all the girls are so amazing and they make me feel so welcome and they help me through everything. Whenever, even because I'm like international, sometimes I have like stupid questions and I don't know the words for some things. One practice, I don't know what it was. Coach Corey said lantern. Lauren had to explain it to me. I had no idea what it was. but yeah, the girls are super amazing and they're so welcoming and they're all vets and they're all going to go to the W, so just their experience and their guidance is really appreciative and yeah, they're just amazing. So good. Okay.
For both Lauren and Lena, when the score kind of gets lopsided like this, especially late in the games, what does it take kind of just like to stay committed to just like the fundamentals and that excellence even when like you kind of know the game's in hand?
Yeah, I think just, you know, holding each other accountable, and I think the coaches do a really good job of every time out just, you know, making sure there's always something that we can grow in. You know, Southern's not a bad team, but I think, you know, when the score is like that, really taking these opportunities just to really focus on our standard and what we want to get better at, and I think today we did a really good job of that. But yeah, it's games like these where we really just have to lock in on all the small details. So yeah, we don't really care what the score is. We're going to make sure that we focus on our process.
Yeah, I would agree. The coaches just always keeping us locked in, but yeah, just preparing us for the up and coming games, making sure that we know all our defenses, that we're not just good in the blitz vibe, but that we can also guard zone. So yeah.
Nice. Lauren, since Lena brought up the W, the Dallas Wings just won the draft lottery, and wondering what you think about that.
That's amazing. It's so cool. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about that right now, but that is really amazing, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. But I'm just loving being a Bruin as of right now, so I'm going to focus on that. But, but yeah, that's super exciting. Super exciting.
Who are the next two or next three? What's the order now? Okay. Minnesota's two. Just curious. Yeah.
For Lena, I'm curious. Coach mentioned that she thought you were more confident out there today. What has led to the confidence growth over these last few games?
I think just the amount of practices and extra work I've been putting in. I feel like that leads to more confidence, and I'm still gonna maintain to do more extra practices and meet up with coaches. Yeah, just to catch up quicker to the other girls.
I just got a question for both of you all. Lauren, can you talk about just what are your thoughts on the ring ceremony tonight? And Lena, coach, I always have a lot of praise for you. What was your energy like after you hit those back-to-back threes in the first quarter?
Oh, it was so amazing. I actually feel so lucky to have such like big support from everyone, from the bench, from everyone who was on court. I really do feel really lucky to have amazing teammates.
So sweet. Yeah, I was super excited about the ring ceremony. I think it's just a great way to honor everything we did last season. It was super special, and just to see like even all the staff. Like, I mean, there's just so many people that helped us throughout the whole season that don't really get recognized throughout the season. So just everyone to get that opportunity was really special, and you know, we hope to do the same this next year. So.
Lauren, for you, Kiki was not only aggressive with her shot tonight, but also, as Coach mentioned, decision making, and she had 5 assists. Can you speak to her playmaking today, and also how much easier that makes your job on the court?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like a regular game for Kiki. She's a super aggressive player, really skilled and super smart, and yeah, I think that today she just showcased everything that she could do, and I'm really proud of her. I just think Kiki's mentality is always the same every single game, and she continues to stay super consistent for us. So we're going to really need that from her this next week. So just super proud of her and how she showed out today.
For Lauren, it seems like you've been pretty comfortable this season shooting that mid-range shot, the pick pop situations. What's your comfort level in taking that shot, and how does that kind of, I guess, unlock this offense a little bit more that we're knocking that down consistently?
Yeah, I'm very comfortable. I think, shooting shots like that honestly gives me a little bit of a break sometimes of posting up all the time and getting beat up on. So it's kind of nice. And I think, any way that I can continue to get better, that's what I'm going to do. And, JC's done a really good job this season of just, working on different skills that I haven't, usually done the past 3 years. So I'm just really thankful for him. But yeah, I'm going to continue to grow in that for sure.
Lauren, you guys have a rugged 3-game stretch coming up here. How much do you think that's going to tell you where this team is at right now, especially ahead of Big Ten play?
Yeah, we talked about in the locker room. We have 3, really aggressive, skilled teams, and I think, going into it, it's going to be who wants it more and who's going to be the aggressors, like Coach Corey talks about. So I think from the very beginning, we're going into this like we should win these games. Obviously we all believe that we're the better team, but I think that we have to show it when we step on the floor. So continuing to play with confidence, making sure that we're focused on the scout, just doing all the little things, getting the 50-50s. I think all the small things are going to matter these next 3 games. So I think taking these practices and these small moments to just really get our minds right. So I'm excited.
For either of you, on Friday during practice, it looked like Coach really harped on defense and rebounding and aggression, and it looked like you guys kind of responded in all of those aspects. Can you talk about how important her sort of aggression is to you guys, and just how much she pushes you guys in that sense, and how you guys responded?
Be kind.
Yeah, I mean, I think this year Coach Corey's done a really good job of just not letting up like from the standard. I think we learned a lot from last year, and I think that she's done a really good job of just every single day, even when the days are super hard and we don't feel like being there, like she just continues to make sure that we're taking those opportunities to just get better and just being the team that we're supposed to be. And obviously we want things far ahead in the future, so making sure that we're ready to go when those opportunities show up. But yeah, I'm just really thankful for all that Coach Corey's done for our team this year. I feel like we've grown so much from like even just a couple months ago. So yeah, very thankful.
I'll pay you later.
Okay.
Lauren, how do you, in addition to like the mid-range shot, how do you feel like you've added to your game, like outside of like shooting, you're assisting off-ball work, things like that? Yeah,
I think this year, I think every single game that we've walked into, teams are really focused on, double teams, triple teams, which is not different, but I think, now with how many shooters I have around me, just making those reads a little quicker. And, I think I've, even from like the Oklahoma game, which is super tough, I think like I've try to bring that into practice, just making sure that I'm reading things a little bit quicker, trusting my shot, my go-to post moves. But, just things that I've, done before, I think just really keying on that and just being, a little bit more aggressive. I can always do that too.
Yeah, you guys have, for either of you, you have the tournament in Las Vegas coming up. What are you looking forward to that and the opportunity to play multiple ranked teams there?
Yeah. Lena, do you want to go?
You first.
You go. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm super excited. Like I said, I think it's just a really cool opportunity for all of us to just, showcase all the hard work that we put in the gym, lots of hours. And I think just, making sure that we're really focused on being aggressive. And like I said, the scout's going to be really important. But we have a really, amazing, selfless team. And I think that if we continue to work together, we're going to make the most of it. So I'm very excited.
Lena, what's been your impression of Coach's aggressive nature at times?
I like that. I like that she keeps me reminding me what I have to do, because that's how I learn. I like that she keeps reminding me, because that's when it's gonna come natural to me. Like one time it's gonna snap and it'll become natural. So.